I don't know how long we've been in our home group. It seems like forever, but in the good way.
Yeah. It took like 4 weeks, because every Wednesday she'd be like, next week, we'll go.
I was very jealous for the first year when he got to go without me, so I was relieved that I could move my work schedule around and join him the second year.
I was able to come first, and it was one of the first places in the church that I really connected with community, and one of the first places that I really found friends and people that I felt like I could walk my faith out with.
I've always known this, but I really realize this more so now, that we're not to be in this alone. We need each other. We need fellowship. We need to pray for each other and come alongside each other.
If I need anything, they're usually right there to help. Or if I have a problem, we go have lunch and we work it out.
And we were new to Reno and recently out of college, so it was a great place for us to start making friendships and really get to know people, so that church wasn't just showing up and going home.
I wouldn't say we're loosey-goosey, but we kind of keep things loose. So if our Friday nights filled up our home group, we've gone to Tahoe on a Sunday afternoon one time. We've had breakfast on Saturday morning. Our group is small enough that we can be flexible.
The first time I got involved in a small group, Scripture just came alive to me in a new way, and community came alive to me in a new way.
We can come alongside other families, not feel isolated. We're supporting others and allowing ourselves to be supported too by them as well.
I mean, we just do a lot of fun things, that it's not just going to a house on a Wednesday night, but, we'll do different theme things. And
We did Casablanca that one weekend.
Yeah, we all went and saw Casablanca in the theaters and stuff.
One of the couples in our group had a house that was kind of in danger during some of the fires that were happening. And so we were there. We were bringing them over. They had a place to stay. They didn't have to use it, but they knew that we were right there.
I always walk away after our time together just feeling so encouraged from what I've heard, people's perspectives on how they maybe saw a scripture different than how I was reading it and thinking about it.
Work is a huge stress for me, huge stress. I work with some great people, and other people just have different personalities, and so I've brought up a lot of work issues within our small group, and we'll even get into smaller little groups and pray with just 3 or 4 people, and when we leave, they all say, okay, I'll be praying for you.
I've invited a couple to come to our home group that are not believers. They haven't accepted yet, but I know they're curious on what this little thing is that we have and these people that we share life with, and I think just that in itself will be a testimony, and that someday they'll come. And my prayer is that someday they'll get to know who Christ is because of the journey that we share with our home group people.
If we love each other well and we really care for each other, people will take notice. It says in Scripture, they'll know you by the way you love one another, and that's true. I think sometimes the greatest impact we can have is in the ways that we really deeply care for, and get to know each other.